Choosing whom to vote for can always be a tedious task, whether for an old or new voter. Today on Pandits Time, we are here on the streets and in the community to find out from people in the community what is their criteria for choosing a candidate. My name is Kelvin Achori and this is Pandits Time. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Your name, sir?
My name is Akwete Abode.
Akwete, today on this is Pandits Time, and today on Pandits Time, I want to know, based on what would you choose a candidate whom you are going to vote for? Based on what would you choose a candidate to vote for?
Well, actually, we the youth coming up right now. I think basically we are looking for opportunity and also whom will help the youth to progress. Let's say to have a better future in life. So I think what's gonna push me to vote for a candidate that will help. Let's say a candidate is a candidate who will help the youth. You know, we as a youth, like let's say example like Shop Now. It's a young man that owns the show company actually, but he created a opportunity for the youth, with the youth to also benefit from it. So I think having this kind of a platform, I think there's opportunity for the youth to also grow in, let's say, opportunities like given from different various companies. And let's say um, um,
So what you're trying to say is that like the kind of people you want to be in leadership roles or like with these positions should be kind of people that will push policies that will open opportunities for people like the youth to be able to act.
yes, that you're correct about that. So I think that's the only thing that we the youth are looking for it too.
Thank you so much for your time, Akwete. Good afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Boss.
Your name, sir?
Okulate.
Okolate. Today, I just want to say, based on what you they look at before you dey choose candidates where you go vote for, whether it go be presidential, your MP for your area, or any position for you, your church or something, based on what you they look out for before you they vote for somebody for a position.
Like as for me, for the development of the community. So right now, formally, the one is on it. It's not doing much. It's not giving much attention on us. Whenever like it's election time, they normally come and do some one or two things, but that's not what we need. We want someone who can be consistent.
Someone who can be consistent.
In every issue, whenever we need help, you come around or you can come and check on us more often. But these ones in our community, whenever like it's election time, before we see some one or changes, but it's not fair, so we are not happy with what we are seeing right now. So
You know, say usually with elections like this, if you have your current MP, then somebody who be in opposition, he they come. That person where they come, he just they make promises. So what they show say if he come, he will come do.
oh, as for me like that, as for me like this, I'll do some interview, investigation upon that person, and see my own, and see the differences before I'll choosing whether I'll do some changes or I'll still vote for my MP.
Okay, so you dey look out for development and how the person they release plus the community and the people around. All right, thank you so much for your time. From an article written by Cynthia Kwashi on this same topic, there are some vital points we can learn from. Every society needs a leader to direct and steer its affairs towards the attainment of their goals. The selection of a leader to run and direct the affairs of an organization is very important to its success and development, and hence, they need to select a more capable candidate to do so. Elections are periodically carried out to elect presidents of a country. During this period, interested persons file their nominations to lead their various parties in the election. It can be crucial to select a candidate that deserves your vote. To begin, for one to choose a candidate to vote for, he or she must critically examine the candidate's leadership qualities. Each candidate's leadership qualities, such as tolerance, innovativeness, and initiator, and many others, must be taken into consideration, since it can go a long way to negatively or positively affect the delivery of their roles. These qualities can be identified through intensive research on the personalities of the various candidates or looking at previous positions they have held. Also, the experience and background of the various candidates must be of great concern to the voter. Their track records and accomplishments must be looked at. As a voter, you must have first-hand information of the background of the candidates available by listening to political talk shows and also doing your own research. One must find out if a candidate is honest, a people-centered individual, and has a high level of integrity, highly accountable, and also practices fairness in all his or her endeavors. This gives a voter the basis for selecting a good candidate, and not a candidate based on the view of the masses, but a candidate who is capable of leading the nation to achieve its goals. However, an important point to also consider in selecting a candidate is the ability of the candidate to resist manipulation and pressure from external sources. His no should be a no and yes should be a yes. And also, not be easily pressured in taking decisions that are not in the interest of the nation or the people for an unmerited advantage. The welfare of his people must be at heart far more than his personal gains. He must be able to put his people first and make decisions that will be of benefit to them. It must not only be a manifesto talk of promises, but must be seen in his actions. To conclude, the selection of a candidate must be a matter of serious concern to the voter. Selection must be based on your own research or analysis of the candidate and not by popular stance, or making a decision based on what a public figure has said or candidate they have endorsed. And one must as well select a candidate based on how realistic their promises are and not because they promise heaven on earth. The choice of a candidate to vote for can negatively or positively affect the nation depending on how we choose them. The process of selecting persons to lead the country must be a major priority, and therefore must choose our candidates based on careful analysis and not because everyone is doing so.